Hi guys, it's Lily. It's been a long time since I've done a coffee date Thursday. Um, if you can't hear it in my voice yet, I'm really sick. I got sick. I woke up yesterday. Um, well, actually, so it was. What's today? Today's Thursday. Hello. Um, on Tuesday, I had like a tickle in my throat all day, and I thought it was just like dust because I'm helping the lady I take care of move, and so we've been packing stuff up and moving stuff around, and so I thought maybe the room was just, her house was just kind of dusty. Anyway, I woke up Wednesday, sick, body aches, headache, coughing, like a really wet, like chesty cough. It's terrible. So, and it's the worst timing possible because the lady I take care of, like I said, is moving, and she really desperately needs my help. So, I am a home health aide, for those of you who don't know. So when I'm sick, I can't be around my clients because they will get sick, and a lot of them have immune systems that are awful, and they can't fight things off, so they could get very, very, very sick. So anyway, I had to miss work yesterday and again today, and I just feel awful. I feel awful sick-wise, and I feel awful that I can't be there. So, excuse me. On with the video. I love Coffee Date Thursday, and I joined this group about a year ago, maybe even more. And I used to be really up to date, and I would do every Thursday, and then I kind of fell off a bit, and then I would come back. But the last, I would say, 6 months have been rough, and that's why I've been MIA. Sorry, it's the Summer Boredom Busters, and I actually watched Kara's Life on the Farm. She's the person I've been watching for many months now, but watching her reminded me, like, that I should probably get back on track with my Coffee Date Thursdays again. So, anywho, I do a lot of these summer boredom busters because when you're a single mom, you don't have tons of money to spend on activities. That's just my life, and so I have to come up with ways to find fun things to do that don't cost a lot of money or are free. So one thing that is huge in our summers is movies in the park, and it's seeming like it's getting bigger and bigger, and like more places are doing it now. But where I live, there's pretty much a movie in the park every night of the week except for Sunday. And sometimes you have to drive 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, other times 5. And it's really close, but they're everywhere. And if you search online, you can find them in little cities around your area or in your town. But they're super duper fun. We just pack a big blanket, sometimes fold up chairs, but usually just a big blanket. We bring some pillows, lots of snacks, and it is so wonderful to lay underneath the stars. And of course at night it usually cools down a bit, so you just have that beautiful summer. Oh, here's my coffee, by the way. I had to go to Super America today and get coffee. What I like to do is mix half cappuccino and then dark roast. So that's what's in here. I believe I got white chocolate caramel, probably up to about here, and then the rest was dark roast, and then a teeny bit of vanilla cream. So anyway, back to the movies in the park. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm sick, and it's been a long time since I've done Coffee Date Thursdays. So if you've made it this far, thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm all over. Anyway, movies in the park. So that's what we do. And we bring friends, we bring cousins, and sometimes we even go early. We'll bring dinner and we'll eat it out at the park. The kids will go play at the playground for a bit. And then we wait for dusk and watch the movie. And they use these huge blow-up screens. I've actually got, if you go back to last summer, you'll see some vlogs that I show the movies in the park, but they're huge. These screens are gigantic. Um, it's just fun and it's free. So, and a lot of times they'll have free snacks and stuff for the people there. They'll even have hot dogs. Other times they sell, candy and popcorn for really cheap, depending on the city or who's putting it on. But anyway, that's one of our number one things to do. We've been doing it for about, 6-7 years now. I mean, since my son was really little. We've even done it for his birthday. His birthday's July 5th in the summertime. So we've even had all of his buddies have a sleepover. Actually, we did it last year. There's also a video on that. We had a big slumber party, but then we all went first to go see a movie in the park, and the boys loved it. That's another thing. You can go to the dollar store and buy glow-in-the-dark necklaces and swords and all that stuff. So super duper fun. If you haven't done it, I suggest you do if you have it in your area. The other thing we like to do is the same type of idea, but for fireworks. We look up firework displays. In Minnesota, where I live, it's not just the 4th of July that they do fireworks. There's each city or each town where I live, they have like days. So, like Bloomington Days or whatever, Anoka Heritage Days, where they have activities for a week or whatever. And then usually that last day of the week, they do fireworks. So that's another thing where I'll Google and I'll look up for the fireworks, which night their displays are. And then the same thing, we'll pack food, blankets, whatever, and we'll just drive out to wherever the fireworks are. We're kind of night owls, and so for us that works. And because my son is going to be 10 this summer, I guess it's a little bit easier for us. I know those of you with younger children, these late night things might not be as fun for you guys, but anyway, that's what we do. And then for like during the day, we'll go to a beach, where obviously that's free as well. We have a river by our house where we love to go, just walking, hiking. We'll pack a backpack with snacks and drinks, sometimes even a book, and we'll sit down and just read in the shade. The kids, my son and my nephews and niece, who I have a lot of the time, we'll all go do that together. Another thing is Vacation Bible School. I think last summer and the summer before, I sent my son and nephews and niece to maybe 4 different Vacation Bible schools. And they usually last about 3 days to 5 days. And it's usually like a 8 to 12 kind of a thing. And they're usually free, but it's church, which in my eyes, you can't get enough church for your children. So it's a fun way for them to learn about the Bible, and but then they have snacks, and then they have activities, and they have artwork, and they love it. They absolutely love VBS. And what's sad is my son, this year, I think is probably the last year he'll be able to go, because he's getting older. But next year he'll be able to be a helper. So he can still go. He'll just be a helper, which is cool. So that is another one. Walking, we walk a lot around here. I like going walking like right after dinner time. So the kids will take their scooters or bikes or whatever, and we just go for a walk. Kids just like to move, is what I've learned. They just want to move. And so going for walks, scooter rides, bike rides, they love it. Like, that's pretty much all they need. So we do that. I come up with a lot of different like art projects. I'll just look around the house and see what I've got, and then say, hey, you guys want to do something with whatever I have? Pine cones? You guys want to paint pine cones and put glitter on them? Or, just there's always something creative you can figure out at home. You can make something out of nothing, literally. You can go on Pinterest if you need ideas for that. So if it's a rainy summer day, there you go. I didn't think about this before I actually sat down to do it, you guys. I literally just grabbed my phone after watching a few of the Coffee Date Thursdays, and then just sat down. I'm like, hey, you know what? I got the day off because I'm sick. I'm laying here. I'll see how long I can sit up without, well, tipping over because I feel so achy and dizzy. But yeah, so I didn't really think about any of this. I just decided to sit down and see what came off the top of my mind. So I think I'll leave you guys with that. I don't want to bore you. But pretty much that's what our summers entail. Of course, we play catch and other things like that. We'll sit around and think, what should we do? And then we'll say, let's grab our gloves and we'll go play catch. Or, there's always something to do. It's sad because you look at the way, like, if I think about when I was young, I think about all the things me and my brothers used to do. We were always outside. Like, we didn't sit inside and play video games or iPads or watch TV or whatever. We were always outdoors. And, like, we always found something to do. And so I like doing that with my kids, is just getting them, like, reminding them, you can, there's so much to do. There's so many fun things you can do outdoors. That's the problem with living in Minnesota, is for more than half the year, we're freezing cold and stuck literally indoors, because it is too cold to go outside. And so when we do get our summers, you really want to just cram a whole bunch of fun into that summer. And so I've had to get creative and come up with things like that. So another thing is going fishing. You could always go fishing. Yeah, I could keep coming up with ideas. There's always fun things to do. Night drives. We just sometimes are like, hey, it's like 7 o'clock. Let's go for a drive. Let's go for a cruise. And we'll listen to music, and I'll take them to an area where we know there's usually deer, and we'll go deer hunting. Not really hunting, but, we'll search for deer. There's so many things you can do. So anyway, I hope that this helps somebody or gives somebody an idea. Otherwise, it was nice talking to you guys. I look forward to doing Coffee Date Thursdays again on a more regular basis. And yeah, hope everyone is doing great. I hope everyone has a really wonderful, blessed summer. And I'll see you guys all later. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Yay, an extra day off. Woohoo! Okay, bye guys.